Ryan exceeded all of my expectations. He not only made sure to show up in ways that I didn't ask for, but also just the amount of communication throughout the night was amazing, and I was super grateful for that. So I feel like he far exceeded all my expectations as a DJ. As far as Ryan goes, he just made everything effortless. Like, I didn't have to think about anything. I didn't really have to do much up until like the last couple of weeks. Ryan has just been on top. He was on top of it. Not only that, but he made a lot of exceptions for this year because everything was kind of messed up. So he was awesome. Couldn't have asked for a better person to DJ our wedding. As far as music goes, he has a really user-friendly app that you just basically import all the songs that you want for each certain thing, like first dance, father-daughter dance, mother-son dance. And again, it felt effortless. Like, I would say that everything as far as the music goes felt like a piece of cake compared to the other types of planning that I had to do. And so he was great. He announced everything. He followed the schedule. He was just so awesome about keeping to the schedule and making sure that he was constantly communicating with us. So the only word I could really describe my experience with Ryan is just effortless. The packages go, we just got the package where we had the uplights. At first I wanted to do the white uplights, and I think just walking into that room, our ballroom was pretty, like, the walls are white. So Ryan was like, hey, I thought that the white didn't look as good as a color, so I picked pink, and it matched our room perfectly. So he's got a really good eye of, like, maybe something that you want. He sees it in a different way, and it's always better. Like, that's what he does. So it was great. So as far as travel goes, he's willing to go wherever you need him to go. I mean, granted, I think he's based out of Grand Junction and we're in Glenwood Springs, so it wasn't that far of a trek, but he was very open. I mean, when I first started to talk to him and he didn't even know where my wedding was, he was very excited, and it didn't sound like traveling was a restriction of any sort. So it was easy. I mean, my entire experience with him has been easy. As far as getting the songs organized and, like, making sure that there was never a lull in our wedding, the reception, he handled it. Like, I feel like there were a couple moments where we made eye contact, and then it was like he took care of it. And then if I had a question or, like, I was worried about something, we'd make our way to each other, we'd talk about it, and then he would just continually, like, handle it. As far as the music goes, the music is really up to you. Because of the app, you choose what kind of music you want. But I'm guessing that if you run out, like, if you hadn't put a lot of songs in your music app, he would kind of finesse it so that, like, he would match the songs that you had picked. There was never a lull in our reception. There was never a moment I was like, oh God, this is bad. Like, everyone commented on how great he was at keeping things comfortable and fluid. So as far as having an interactive DJ, you have choices. Like, online, it will ask you whether or not you want a really interactive DJ or you want a, like, pretty low-key, keep to themselves, you run the show type of DJ. And we opted for somewhere in between. We didn't want to play games. We didn't want to, like, have a super interactive DJ. We just wanted a DJ that would, like, help me run the show. So we opted for, like, a more on the subtle side of, like, he just kind of announced things. I had a schedule. He stuck to the schedule. And yeah, he was great. I mean, he just kept things flowing. If you're looking for a DJ who can far exceed expectations and make your wedding effortless, this is the guy. feel like everything that happened that day, like with the up lights, because I was like, oh, I want the white ones. And then he was like, I thought the white ones kind of washed everything out. So I did pink, and I was like, I wonder how that's going to look. And when we walked in, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I feel like he just handled it.